The lottery, so often seen as a game of random luck, is, in truth, a profound metaphor. It represents the vast, unseen abundance of life itself, waiting not to be stumbled upon, but to be consciously claimed. Today, you will discover how to align with the divine law that governs all creation. This is not about odds. It is not about luck. It is about certainty, about stepping into harmony with the principles that have powered miraculous manifestations throughout history. You would not be drawn to this message if you were not ready. As you receive these words, your old beliefs about lack and limitation are already beginning to dissolve. A new consciousness is emerging, one that knows abundance is your birthright. This journey isn't just about winning a number draw. It's about something far more valuable, mastering the art of manifesting prosperity in every form. This is the true lottery of life, and you are already holding the ticket to win. The idea of a lottery, the sudden arrival of wealth, the thrill of a life transformed in a moment, has captivated hearts for generations. But what if this concept wasn't just about numbers on a ticket? What if the real lottery was happening all around you, in every moment, quietly waiting for you to claim your share? This is not a tale of chance or luck. It's a revelation of truth, of a universal principle that responds not to wishes, but to alignment. There is a divine order woven through everything, and when your thoughts, beliefs, and energy come into harmony with it, abundance becomes not only possible, it becomes inevitable. Most will never understand this. They'll dismiss it as fantasy or false hope. And that's perfectly fine. This path isn't for everyone. It's for those who are ready to rise above scarcity, to release old patterns, and to open themselves to a deeper truth. That life is not withholding anything from you. In fact, everything you've ever desired already exists in potential, waiting for you to receive it. You wouldn't be reading this if you weren't ready. This message found you because something in you is waking up. As these words settle into your awareness, old doubts begin to loosen their grip. Limiting ideas about money, success, and worth begin to fade. In their place, a new sense of clarity and confidence begins to grow. This journey isn't just about wealth, it's about transformation. It's about stepping into your power and learning to live in the flow of life's endless generosity. The true lottery is not a ticket. It is you, fully aligned, fully aware, and finally ready to receive what has always been you. Are you truly ready to receive the good that life has been holding for you? Are you willing to let go of the old beliefs that have kept you small and step into the limitless flow of prosperity that's been waiting for your yes? Your response to these questions shapes the reality you will begin to experience, because change always begins with choice. Before any external breakthrough can happen, whether it's a financial windfall, a new opportunity, or a profound inner shift, you must first embrace a vital truth. Abundance is your natural state. You were not born into a world of restriction. You were born into a universe rich with possibility, overflowing with resources, and governed by laws that respond directly to your consciousness. The idea that there isn't enough, that success is for the lucky few, or that wealth is somehow unnatural, is a lie passed down through generations. These false beliefs create walls between you and the life you were meant to live. But these walls are not permanent. The moment you begin to see through them, they start to fall. Think about the intelligence that spins the planets, breathes life into forests, and keeps the ocean tides in perfect rhythm. That same creative force lives in you. It moves through you. It desires to express itself in your life as freedom, abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Can you really believe that a power so vast would design you to struggle? To live in lack? To barely get by? Of course not. You were created to thrive, to experience the richness of life in all its forms. The question is not whether abundance exists. The question is, are you ready to allow it in? This is not hopeful thinking. It's not a feel-good philosophy. It is universal law, unchanging, reliable, and exact. When you align yourself with this higher law, your good doesn't just maybe arrive, it must. That's how it works. It's not chance, it's not luck, and it's certainly not limited to lottery tickets. The lottery that so many dream about is just one of countless ways abundance can show up in your life. But don't confuse the channel with the source. The source of all abundance is the higher order of life itself, an intelligent, generous force that responds to your inner state. It works with the precision of nature, always moving in perfect balance. The moment your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are in harmony with it, doors begin to open. This alignment begins not with effort, but with awareness. It begins when you stop seeing yourself as separate from the good you seek, and instead remember that abundance is part of who you are. It is not something you chase. It is something you reclaim. Speak this truth now, not as a wish, but as a knowing. Infinite abundance is mine by divine design. I now welcome prosperity through every channel, visible and invisible. My good flows to me with ease, joy, and perfect timing. These are not empty words. They are activations. When spoken with conviction, they shift your internal energy and begin clearing the blocks that once kept your good at a distance. With every repetition, you are tuning your consciousness to the frequency of abundance. The world may insist that wealth is rare, that odds are low, that success is reserved for a lucky few. But the world often sees only surface-level truth, governed by human systems, by fear, by limitation. You are not bound by those rules. Divine law is different. It knows no lack. It knows no limitation. It simply reflects what you are ready to receive. And when your mind, heart, and spirit are aligned with truth, true prosperity becomes the natural outcome. Not just in money, but in every area of life. This is the first and most essential principle to mastering abundance in any form, including the lottery. You must accept, with complete certainty, that prosperity is already yours. Not someday. Not if conditions are right. But right now, in a higher, unseen dimension, your abundance exists and is waiting for you to claim it. It's not a matter of wishing or hoping. It's a matter of knowing. Knowing that wealth, success, and fulfillment are not things you chase. They are parts of your divine design, always present in the realm of potential. The moment you recognize this truth, everything changes. You move from the mindset of the seeker to the awareness of the receiver. With this inner foundation in place, you're ready to explore the precise principles that make winning, whether a jackpot or the greater game of life, not a rare accident, but a repeatable outcome. In the realm of higher law, nothing is random. There are no coincidences. Just cause and effect operating through perfect order. Everything that appears in your physical world begins first in the unseen realm, sometimes called the fourth dimension, the field of perfect design, the canvas of infinite potential. Whatever you desire already exists there, fully formed in energy, waiting to be expressed as form. Your job is not to struggle or force outcomes. Your job is to tune in to the exact frequency where that potential already lives. Abundance is not something you manufacture. It's something you match. It's already present in limitless supply. What you're doing is aligning with a specific version of it that is meant for you. This process isn't mystical guesswork. It's a science, precise, dependable, and governed by a universal order that never fails. Just like gravity doesn't forget to work, divine law never fails to respond to alignment. The secret to true alignment lies within your imagination, that extraordinary power within you that acts as a bridge between your current reality and the infinite field of possibility. Imagination isn't just daydreaming. It's the creative engine of the soul, the place where thoughts begin to shape into form. Your imagination is not limited by logic or circumstances. It connects you directly to the intelligence that designs galaxies, orchestrates nature, and governs all manifestation. As the ancient wisdom says, as a person thinks in their heart, so they become. Your inner vision shapes your outer experience. When you can see yourself already living in the reality you desire, when you can feel it as real in the depth of your being, you begin to harmonize with the exact energetic pattern that makes it possible. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the precise work of inner alignment. Take the inspiring case of Cynthia Stafford, who in 2007 claimed a $112 million lottery win. What makes her story remarkable isn't just the amount, it's how she prepared for it. Long before her winning ticket, Stafford practiced intense, focused visualization. She didn't hope to win a lottery. She saw herself winning that exact amount, $112 million. She imagined what it would feel like. She pictured the moment in vivid detail, holding the check, experiencing the relief, the joy, the freedom. This wasn't a casual thought or passing wish. It was a daily ritual. She consistently tuned her consciousness to the frequency of her desired outcome. And when the physical event finally occurred, it was not a stroke of luck. It was the result of deliberate alignment. That $112 million didn't appear by accident. It existed all along in the realm of pure potential, waiting for someone to match its vibration. Cynthia Stafford did just that. She activated the power of divine law through the focused use of her imagination, and her outer world responded in kind. By consistently engaging her imagination, Cynthia Stafford attuned herself to a specific frequency of abundance. Her focused mental imagery wasn't random or occasional, it was precise and emotionally charged. She connected with the pattern of her desire so clearly that it was drawn into her life, not by accident, but by alignment. This same creative force is available to you. Whether your goal is a lottery win or any other form of abundance, the process is the same. Speak this aloud with your whole heart. The pattern of my prosperity is established in divine mind. Through the power of my imagination, I align with this pattern. What I can conceive and believe, I now receive with certainty. Let these words move beyond your intellect and into your body. Let them rewire your energy. This is not surface-level positivity or empty repetition. This is you tuning your mind to the exact blueprint of your abundance. You're not wishing anymore. You're receiving. Think about the intelligence that spins the planets, breathes life into forests, and keeps the ocean tides in perfect rhythm. That same creative force lives in you. It moves through you. It desires to express itself in your life as freedom, abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Can you really believe that a power so vast would design you to struggle? To live in lack? To barely get by? Of course not. You were created to thrive, to experience the richness of life in all its forms. The question is not whether abundance exists. The question is, are you ready to allow it in? This alignment begins not with effort, but with awareness. It begins when you stop seeing yourself as separate from the good you seek, and instead remember that abundance is part of who you are. It is not something you chase. It is something you reclaim. Speak this truth now, not as a wish, but as a knowing. Infinite abundance is mine by divine design. I now welcome prosperity through every channel, visible and invisible. My good flows to me with ease, joy, and perfect timing.